Hello friends, in today's session we'll be talking about the file handling, the basic operations which we can do with the files. So I have opened this on your screen. You can see PyCharm, and now I'm gonna show you how to deal with files here. So we are in this test folder, and you can see in this test folder there are all the files like with extension .py, and .py, demo.py, python errors.py. So there is no other files. You can see there are three only. Let me do some operation, and then you will see the changes here. So first of all, I am just defining the text which I'm gonna write in the file. This is the very first line, and now the syntax is like this. You can just give any name. My file equals to open, and then you're supposed to give the file name. So if file exists, this open function opens the file, else it creates the file. So let me give the file name as file handling. And then what operation you want to perform. You want to read, you want to write, or you want to append. So of course we need to write something. So we'll do this. Press enter. And now the next step would be my file dot write. And what you want to write my text. All right, so we're done. Let's run this file and see what happens. Are we gonna get a new file here with the content? This is the very first line. Okay, right click, run demo. Demo is the Python file name. And you can see we have a new entry here with the name file handling. Let me open it. And you can see it's written. So this is how you can open a file and write the content you want, right? Let me go back. Here it is. So next operation, what we would like to do is we can go for if we need to write anything new or append command. So I'll comment these two lines, or I'll copy this. Paste. Let me comment these two lines. Hash. Now, okay. So this time we need to open the same file in append mode, and there is no append command. If you click, like if you do my file dot a append, there is no such methods available. So my file, even in case of you want to append something, you need to use this a here, but we have my file dot write. In case of append, we are writing new. So this time I'll change the my text. Let me comment this as well, and then append text is equals to new entry. All right, I'll just uncomment this and let me run it. Okay, so you can see a name error, name my text is not defined. So the variable name is append text, and I am using my text. So that's the problem. Let me correct it and run it again. Okay, so okay, this is the previous version open. Let me double click this again, and you can see this is the very first line, and just after that line, without even a single space or something, you can see there is a new entry, right? So let's see, we need to add new line, but next we need to add characters or some text, but in new line, not in the same line. So how we can do that? So doing that, we can use plus operator, and then new line character, backslash, and similarly you can use backslash T for tab, backslash S for space. So there are different options. So we'll go with the new line this time. Let me run this. Run, go to file, close, open the updated one. Second, should work. Yeah, you can see now it's in new entry is in new line. Let me run this again. Open the file, and you can see there is always after new entry. So I'm just clicking on the file, and you see after new entry you have a new line. So similarly, you can put tabs and all those things, right? And yes, for after each operation, you should use, you should close the file so that it's working properly. Again, I'll right click and run, close, open it, and then you can see a new entry. So what if I'm using append command and file is not there? Let me delete the file from here. So file doesn't exist, and now I'm gonna run this. So what would this command will create with this operation will create a new file, or how it will, or it's gonna throw some error? Let's see. I click run. Yeah. So what this open function does, if file is there, it's gonna open. If not, this function gonna create a file in append mode, and you can write the content. So let me open and see what happened. So you can see a new entry with a new line already there. So if I run it again, I'll see we'll have the same thing. Okay, it's done. Close the file, open the file, and see we have two new entries here. Okay, so we're done with the two operations, write and append. Next operation would be reading from a file. All right. So okay, let me write my file equals to open file handling, comma, you need to open this in read mode, dot read. Okay, so now we'll use the operation print my file. Let's see what happens. Let me first make these line as a comment these lines. Okay, let me run it. You can see the output is new entries. So this is how it comes. So you can perform this operation read, or what if you perform the operation read lines? There's another option we do have. And let me run this file again. Okay, can you see the first print command? It's printing new entry, and the second command, when it's read lines, so it's reading line, and that the output is in the form of a list. This is one of the variable type store data in the form of list. So if you have multiple, you have two lines, and all lines are there in form of list. If you want to print my file one, click the demo. Okay, so you can see, so this time when we use this, as we know, when we run read lines and try to print the variables, of print my file prints a list here, but when you use print my file in round braces one, so this is printing the very first entry. So let's make some changes in the file so that we can see, because both are new entries, so we don't know what has been printed here. So if you open the file and let me add something. First new entry and second entry. All right, let's be new entry only. Close the file. Go back to execution, right click, run demo, and you can see. So we have two entries here, and my file in basis one means we are printing the second entry. If I put 0, it's gonna print the very first entry. So we can capture, we can store all the content from a file in our list, and then we can play around based on the requirements we have. Hope this helps you guys, and thank you very much. See you in next video. Thank you.